Alright. Hello, welcome to Geoguessr. I am going to play this real quick because it's something quick to record, easy to record, something that I like doing, and I've been meaning to start recording Geoguessr for a while now. If you're not familiar with this game, you can go look it up. I'm not going to take the time to explain it to you. I'm not going to spend too much time trying to get a perfect score on this. I think it's just a quick, easy, fun thing to record. And I should probably explain while I'm doing this why uploads stopped. Although, it doesn't really matter because nobody watches my stuff anyway, so it's not like, who am I explaining this to, really? You know? But I guess just for my own sake, I'll explain. First of all, my schedule has not been conducive to recording lately. I've had a couple weeks in a row of just long, not long, but like working every day in the morning. Like, I have 2 days off a week typically, but the last week I have not had 2 days off. I've had 1 day off. I think this week I'm going to have a little bit better. I still have only 1 day off this week, but I have a couple of days where I don't have to come in first thing in the morning, so that's nice. What am I looking at on this guess? Well, there's a lot of mountains. That's good. The architecture looks very Western. I'm thinking this is probably European. It doesn't quite look European. I'm not sure. This building looks actually quite distinct, but I'm not sure what it might be. I haven't seen any text so far, so if we see like German or French, then we'll know. We're in the Alps. I kind of suspect that this is the Alps anyway. If it were the Andes, first of all, the Andes don't really look like this. Second of all, the houses would be probably much less sophisticated. Peru and Chile are not terribly rich countries, so the housing around there tends to be pretty different. Man, still not seeing any text, am I? Yeah, I'm currently, oh, here we go. Gilda something. Snipius. There is another option, which is that this is Scandinavia. I was thinking the Alps, but it could also be like Norway. Like a lot of these fjords have a lot of mountainous stuff going on. And that sign looks a little more Scandinavian to me than it does German or French or Italian. Snoop to something. Yeah, I'm not totally sure. I don't want to spend too long on this. I really should have done like a 5-minute timer on that, but whatever. Just on an initial guess, I'm gonna say somewhere like there or something. I haven't seen any water yet, but then again, I am just sort of snaking my way through the mountain roads here. There's a lot of dead ends in this little community. Sown or sower or something. I can't quite read that. It's fine. Yeah, so in addition to the scheduling issues I was talking about, I've also just kind of gotten burned out on Morrowind. A little bit burned out on recording in general. I think the problem is I put a big focus for like a week of recording on professionalism. And while that's a good goal to aspire to, I think I need to approach it in a more organic way. Solvang. Yeah, this is sounding very Norwegian to me. Yeah, I need to approach it in a more organic way rather than trying to really force it to happen. I think recording on the PC is obviously better. I mean, you can the quality is just, obviously better. But at the same time, because the video quality is so much better on PC, I sort of feel pressure to make everything else match that quality. I was going to go back and look at that sign, but I seem to have gone like way past it. These signs here, I think, are very Scandinavian. They're definitely not French. I don't think they're Italian. I really, from what I've seen, I'm still thinking, oh, what does that say? Raihus, comma, AS. AS. What does AS mean? What could AS possibly mean? Austria? I suppose it could be Austria. Geoguessr doesn't really go to Austria very often. That would be the Alps, as I was saying. Sorry about my computer. I listened back to the Morrowind episode that I recorded, and my computer was being extremely loud. I think it's actually louder when I'm recording than it is when I'm just doing things normally. I mean, I guess it makes sense if you're kind of putting a strain on your... I don't know if it's puts a strain on your CPU or your GPU, but it's probably puts a strain on something to be recording a screen like that. I'm also using OBS instead of XSplit now. I think it's just a little more flexible. I couldn't figure out if there's a way to record Geoguessr with XSplit anyway, so OBS is the best option. I am capturing the entire screen instead of just the window because as I went to record this, I couldn't quite figure out what I was doing with the window capture, but whatever. It's a sawed roof. Alright, so I don't know if I'm going to get any better clues. That AS makes me think Austria, but I could also be wrong. Norwegian seals. Right, who's AS? I'm getting some sort of mixed signals here, but I think actually the Norway is the important part. And then we have, oh boy, Havud Samar Bede Spartanarain Till Old Adult Football Club. OFK. Odetal is probably Old Tedal is probably what I'm looking for. So this is Norway. Old Tedal doesn't ring a bell, so I don't know where to start looking for it. Does this look northern? It doesn't look terribly northern. It's definitely not like up here. It's too sunny and too green to be that far north. So I would say like sort of mid Norway, like in here. I'm not gonna try and get too specific with it. I could, but like I'm not gonna. Okay, so it was actually southern Norway. If I had looked, would I have found Oltedal? Yeah, I would have. Okay, well, I was mostly right. Not gonna even rate the location, I don't care. So, this immediately strikes me as being Argentina. Why do I say that? I'm not sure. I think probably just like this sand on the side of the road makes me think Argentina. Something about the trees also looks somewhat Argentinian. If it is Argentinian, it's probably northern, but it could also be just not even slightly close to that. Let's see what this sign says. Sabin something. Okay, hold on. It's blurring stuff out for whatever reason. Alright, let's take a look at Argentina just to see if we have those road markings. Doesn't look like it. No. I'm not seeing any lettering in front of that, so this is not where we are. Sabiñánigo, Jaca and Huesca. I'm going to assume that's, I don't know. Could be Spanish, could be Portuguese, but I'm not quite sure. I don't see any of the distinct markers of Portuguese. I guess it makes sense if this is Spain. If it is Spain, trying to remember my Spanish geography. It's so we have the what are those called? I forget the name of these mountains, but these mountains here. I think the northern region is also like, it's pretty hilly at least, so we could be up this way. Okay, so I am seeing the E roads. Do we see N roads? We do. Okay, so we're in Spain. N 330 and E7. Okay, interesting. I think that also these road markers do change based on the region you're in, so I don't know if it's the E's or the N's or the whatever, but you can see like there's a lot of different letters in front. I was watching Geoguessr Wizard, and he's doing a lot of Spain lately, and that was one of the things he was saying. Okay, so we've got N. I kind of want to find the E road first, because those, first of all, they seem to be bigger roads. Second of all, I think it's going to be a little bit easier to kind of find E7 than it is to find N330, because that N330 could be anywhere. Okay, so there's the E5, right? That's pretty major, it looks like. E5, E90, E903. So I'm not really sure what the numbering system is all about over here, but E803, E5 again. The N's seem to be kind of all over the place, so I don't think it matters which part of the country I go to. I think we're still going to be able to find the N roads. E15. This is the part of Geoguessr which makes you lose patience quite quickly. I'm not sure. Should I be just looking for the cities? I probably should. Sabiñánigo, Salamanca, Seville, Sabiñánigo. It's mountainous. Remember that. We have E1 over here. We have Santiago de Compostela. That's probably not what I'm looking for. E1, E70. I'm not sure. Okay, these are probably the local roads. Sabiñánigo? Oh, interesting. Portugal also has E roads. Do they have N roads? I don't think so. I don't see any N roads, although that could be a bait. Alright. E40, Salamanca. Then there's Jaca and Huesca. Thing is, like, if you just guess the country, but you don't get the region or the city, then you're really just wasting your time. It's not going to be southern, because southern doesn't have any mountains. Or is this like a mountain thing? I'm not sure. I think I might just have to put down a guess. I think I've been spending a little too much time on this. Salamanca almost sounds like Sabiñánigo. Yeah, probably Sabiñánigo. I don't know. Sabiñánigo, not Ningo. Anyway. Yeah, I'm just going to put down a guess. I'm going to guess northern. I guess I'll put it more towards the middle just to hedge my bets. Yeah, not bad. Sabiñánigo right there. Okay. E7. Oh. See, this E road is colored differently from these E roads, which is why I didn't see it. Okay, that's fine. Countries pull that shit all the time. I got a guess in South Africa the other day that had a sign that said N7, I think it was. I thought we were in the Netherlands because Afrikaans is based on Dutch. So I got fooled by that, and then the N7 is a real road in the Netherlands. So I got totally debated by that. the other day. All right, this is probably America. The trees suggest to me that it is northern. Oh wait, that sign was not American. Yep, that is a 40 kilometers per hour sign, and it's not a Canadian sign either. That is European, which means we are probably in Scandinavia. So in Scandinavia, what you need to do is you need to find some writing. For whatever reason, Scandinavia doesn't seem to label their roads. Like, they don't have road signs, which makes this extremely difficult. But they do have pretty frequent, like, city markers. The like, distance markers for cities. So that's nice. Ooh. Okay, that's not Scandinavian. This is Eastern European. If this is Eastern European, then I don't specifically remember where this sign is from. This could be, it could be almost anywhere. This is Southeastern European. It looks kind of warm, but then again, the trees suggest northern. But a lot of, you know, southern, eastern, southeastern Europe is also, they have trees like that, but there's a lot of coniferous trees here. I think those are coniferous, I don't know. So my instinct would be like the Baltics. I don't know. The Baltics always trip me up in Geoguessr. I like the Baltics, but they I don't know, they always seem like they're somewhere else in Geoguessr for whatever reason. It says more about me than it does about the actual Baltics, but looking at this, that's kind of strange. I think that's a thing in, okay, and these dotted lines on the side of the road, that's a thing in Scandinavia. So maybe I'm thinking too hard about that one sign. Maybe this is Scandinavia. Certainly possible. The red buildings are typically a sign that we're in Scandinavia. I would say southern Sweden, but that's really just a hunch. Okay, I think we have something here. Pulu. Now that sounds kind of Finnish. The double U's, but then they do double U's here as well sometimes. Not often though. There's none of the really obvious things like this, the umlauted O. Norway has like this A over here. But they also have the O with the line through it. I don't know what that is. I can't see any right now, but Finland has a lot of like double consonants, double vowels. They have A's with umlauts sometimes. They have some kind of strange characters, but not as much as Sweden or Norway, or at least not the same ones as Sweden and Norway. Finland and the Baltics are all like very strange. They're like kind of Scandinavian, kind of Eastern European, kind of just not anything. I would love to go to Eastern Europe someday. I like Eastern Europe. I don't know why. I used to like Germany when I was in high school. I loved the band Rammstein, and I tried to learn German. I actually got pretty far, but I remember almost none of it now. Yeah, this is 100% Finland. I'm gonna guess southern Finland. There's really not much else to go on, and I don't want to spend hours combing the map for something else. So that's pretty good. I'll accept that for a gesture guess. All right, this is interesting. I don't know what kind of crop that is. These plants are suggesting to me that we may be in Brazil. Not really sure. Initially I was thinking France, because the fields just sort of look French to me. Okay, we're going this way. Oh boy. But like, yeah, the color of the dirt is sort of reddish. It's not red, but it's reddish. Which suggests Brazil. Brazil does have farms like these, and typically when you get farms like these in Brazil, you would have like ridges and trees and stuff around. They don't do the same sort of like, you know, square, uh, regular farming that you do in America. Europe doesn't really do that either. I was thinking about this the other day because I was driving. I live in Kansas, and I was driving long distance. I mean, relatively long distance. I was driving to Manhattan, which is like an hour and a half away, and Manhattan, Kansas, that is. And I was thinking that the fields you get in America are pretty distinct for whatever reason. Yeah, these, I don't know, these trees, these are suggesting Brazil. So I think we might be in Brazil. It's like pretty green, but not like tropical. So I don't think we're like up here. I don't think we're along the coast really. I saw a lake. Could be like in this sort of region, this sort of region. We shall see. Oh man, that's not a lake, that's an ocean. Okay, I was wrong about not being coastal. It's actually quite big. If we are in Brazil, which I don't actually know if we are, what direction am I looking? I'm looking east. Could be like here, or here. The foliage doesn't look quite right. The flora, the local flora, doesn't look quite right for that region. You'd expect to see a lot more like palm trees and like tropical looking things. I'm not seeing that. What am I seeing? I'm seeing a pretty interesting building here. This is purely concrete. Rundown wall. Yeah, all this seems pretty consistent with Brazil. The cars are not terribly distinct. The yellow license plates. See, if I were better at... Ooh. Okay. No, we're not in Brazil. If I were better at Geoguessr, I would be able to tell you based on this license plate where we are. Okay, we got a Mitsubishi van. I think I said that right. It's Mitsubishi, right? Yeah. Don't second guess yourself, Ross. We got some characters over here. So, China almost never gets done in Geoguessr, but this could be one of the exceptions. What do we got over here? This doesn't look like Japan to me. Miyako Island groundwater. Okay. We've got some information. Let's go. Glad I looked around. Alright, so how should I do this? Do I just want to look based on the shape of the island? I'll do that for a little bit here. These ones are all kind of elongated. They don't really look like that picture. Looking for something that's kind of like flat on the bottom and then has some like weird spiry things. There's a lot of little islands in Japan. I'm assuming this is Japanese, could be wrong. I'm just putting down a safety guess, even though we don't have a timer. Safety guess is more of a timer thing. Not seeing anything that looks exactly like that. And it's obviously not this. Where could we be? Where could we be? We might be like even farther south. Miyako is the name of it. I need to keep that in mind because you can kind of see the names of the islands if you get close enough. Is it off the coast of China? Jeju is too regular shaped. This is not Korean characters, so we're not in Korea. Huh. Well, this is a pickle, isn't it? I think my instinct would be, if I'm going to make a general guess, to pick southern Japan, because this is more islandy. Miyako Island. Miyako definitely sounds Japanese. Nakajima Yashiro Nakajima Kura something. It's a something. It's a baby. It's a boy. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything specific. Okay. Well, I'm glad I kept looking because I found out that we are not in Brazil. We are in Japan. Are the fields a clue? I'm overthinking it now. Okay, it was way to the south. It was this one. So I probably looked right at it and then didn't see it. That's fine. Huh. Alright, well that's an interesting one. You never know. That's Geoguessr what you're gonna get. Houston. Baylor's Gallery, don't know what that means. What do we got here? Purveyors of fine goods and produce. This is the United States. Right? I think so. No, it's not. Houston Mitreten. Flag there, but it doesn't look like a country flag. Okay, no, this is not the United States. That Western looking thing fooled me. And by Western, I mean like John Wayne Western. Alright, we got Dover, Southport, something, Southport. Yeah, that's probably how it's pronounced. Dover. Dover's in Ireland, right? The fields of Dover. Where is Dover? It's not in Northern Ireland. Dover. Dover. It is in Ireland, isn't it? Maybe it's not in Ireland. Maybe Dover is somewhere over here. Maybe it's southern UK. Swindon, Southampton. I don't know, man. I'm really bad at English guesses. I just don't know the. I don't know the geography of the UK very well. Dover is in Ireland, surely. And by the UK, I definitely extend that over to the rest of the British Isles. Just not very familiar with that. Ireland especially. If it's not Dublin, Cork, Limerick, or like Belfast, I'm really not sure where it is. Dover. Maybe it would be more beneficial for me to just keep looking. There's also a road there, but I can't quite see it very well. We're gonna go this way. Oh, that's much better. A6, Dover, Southport. I keep saying that because like the English have a tendency to shorten things, but I know it's not Southport. Hastings Caves, Huonville, on the A6 in Ireland. It's not in Ireland, is it? I'm looking, I'm seeing N's, I'm seeing R's, not seeing any A's. I think that is a English thing. Yeah, we're on the A6. Okay, so that's actually quite a low number in terms of these things. It doesn't necessarily mean anything. Sometimes these names are just random. A3, so we're probably in the right area. A2, so as we go north, we seem to be getting higher in numbers. Here's an A6. That doesn't necessarily mean that this is where we are. So can we find Dover in this region? We can find Bedford in this region. The A6 keeps going down to Luton. It's definitely not Luton. That would be silly. We got Findon. We got... What else are we looking for? Southport. Southport would indicate that it is near the ocean. However, not necessarily. Okay, yeah. So it's one of these roads that kind of breaks in the middle. We got Leicester, something like that. A6. Is this still the A6? This is the A6030, maybe. could be one of those roads that stops and then picks up somewhere else. So we have to keep looking. Here's another A6. Yep. So it is one of those roads. A6. Is this Dover? Where is Dover? Got Sheffield, Derby, Manchester, Stoke-on-Trent. I do enjoy UK guesses just because I get to look at these funny names. Okay, the A6 keeps going over here, goes up a little bit, goes over Stockport. Hey, Stockport. No, Southport. Okay, A6 continues up this way. Got the A666, that's fun. Salford, Pendlebury, we're in Manchester. This is the A6, and then this is the A580. So at some point here, the A6 ends. Appears to end right over here. It probably picks up somewhere else though. So let's keep looking. I think that the A6 might be like a pretty big road. Here's another A6. We're in Preston now. Preston, and then it stops again. Man, this freaking road just does not want to stay a road. Yeah, I think this is going to be one of those guesses that just does not cooperate. So let's go south. Let's look, where does the A6 go down this way? Does it pick up again somewhere down here? Because I would not be surprised if it did. A4, the A1, the A2, the A whatever. Not seeing an A6 anymore. Whoanville, Dover, Southport, Hastings Cave. So my downfall in this one is just going to be that I don't know where Dover is. I recognize the name Dover, I just have no idea where it is. I'm assuming that it is southern. The association that I have with it is that it's a very pastoral, sort of pleasant place, and that would be southern England. As to where specifically it is, I really could not say. I haven't seen a Southport either. I haven't seen a Huonville. So I'm just going to guess. What the fuck? Dover, Tasmania? Dover, Tasmania? Are you fucking kidding me? Dover. This is not the Dover that I was thinking of. Or is it? Am I just so uncultured I didn't realize that Dover was a place in Tasmania? I don't think that's the case. I certainly was not thinking... See, this is what I was talking about with the Netherlands guess, where I saw A6, I found the A6 in the country that I thought that the A6 should be in. Dover, Southport, these are all places that were making me think England. I looked in England, there was an A6, I found the A6, I looked at the A6, I clicked in England, it was in fucking Tasmania? Hello? Well, that was a 14,846 point round, almost 15,000. If I had been in the UK, that would have been about 19,000. 18.5 maybe. Oh boy. Well, that's an entertaining ending. Hope you enjoyed this. I plan on making more of them. They're pretty easy to make. I don't really have to edit anything. So, probably expect more in the future. See ya.